The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing we love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hayward. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He breaks a tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man! And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Pressure coming. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You could tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks offense will take the field for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him hit him?
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morris. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Makes one man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
That's reeled in. It's Hayward. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They'll run the option. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Moore will throw. Quickly to the tight end. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He's got it. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Casper. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Pickup of 13. That's a 1st down for the offense.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Casper. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Got the quick completion. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches, but I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David, so that's where my eyes were at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes, but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Moore to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Fires to the tight end. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
At the 26-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. Moore will throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Catch in the middle, it's Garcia. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Hey, And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now 2nd down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. He'll do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Number 5.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. He's loose. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Gets it out fast. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Picks his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now, I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need 1 more stop. Go out there, get me 1 more.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Moore to the air. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Snagged in the middle, it's Garcia. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB is throwing the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, they're after him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Grabbed over the middle. It's Garcia. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback looks in complete control, not flustered, end-of-the-game situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job knowing his answers. Got to keep this rolling here to try to make this thing interesting.
Last chance coming up. With the catch, it's Moore. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most